How do you think he fits in that locker room?
Yeah, well, as a player, you got to understand, Colin, Tom Brady has the opposite effect of what you just said. So the effect that he really has, people look up to him in awe. As a player, we watch guys like Tom Brady, not even guys like, now you actually have Tom Brady. Players understand what an honor it is to be playing with a guy like Tom. I know I'm a free agent now. I was planning and still hoping to sign back with Tampa. As soon as I heard that Tom Brady had signed, I started working out that much harder. That's the kind of effect that a guy like Tom Brady brings to the team. You know, when you play with the GOAT, you got to step your game up.
So you went to college with Earl Thomas at Texas. You told me during the break you guys were bowling buddies. He has had a very difficult last 2 years. He didn't leave Seattle on good terms. He had a personal issue, the Baltimore situation. If not to guess here, but I don't remember him being difficult. I just saw him as a great player out of Texas, unbelievable range, athletic ability, a team guy. What's going on, do you think? Do you think he still has a place in the league?
Yeah, I hate this question because we're talking about a player named Earl Thomas, who I played with in college, right? We came out the same year, but forget all that. This is a future Hall of Famer, perennial Pro Bowler. Now the question is being asked, does he still have anything left in the tank? We saw Buda Baker, who's a great player, just get paid a lot of money, the new highest paid safety. And Earl Thomas has played at a high level for year and year and year to come, and years to come. And so Earl still has a ton left in the tank. I think obviously the thing we're not talking about is what sometimes success does to people, right? You go through these ups and downs, egos, I understand that, right? And Earl's had his bouts with being at the top level and having to understand, hey, what is my role on this new team? And so Earl Thomas still has everything left in the tank. He's going to continue to play at a high level. He has played at the high level. He just has to find the right team to go and make a good fit.
You know, it's really interesting when you were with Tampa and Arizona, and you know, there's teams in this league that we know are great. Baltimore stacked, Seattle, Russell Wilson, Kansas City. And then there are teams that we know are young. Cincinnati, we know the Giants right now, Washington are young. Give me a team or two around this league, Sam, that, and maybe it's Tampa, that people just don't understand how good they are. And you think there's a team out there ready to pop in the NFL this year that you've faced?
Yeah, well, the team that everyone is sleeping on, and people probably aren't going to like this pick, but the team everyone's sleeping on are the Washington football team. The Washington football team, and here's why. I've been in the NFL for 9 years, going on my 10th year. Teams rally around situations that can adversely affect them. Prime example, Alex Smith, broken leg, out for a couple seasons. Now everyone has seen he's back. People rally. Now look at Coach Rivera. He just got diagnosed with cancer. Now everyone's seen he's going to rally around and rally the team behind this cause, right? Adversity produces greatness. We've seen that. I saw that in Arizona with Bruce Arians, and we had 7, 8, 9, 10 guys go on IR. We still made it to the playoffs, right? Our quarterback went down, and Carson Palmer, the backup, went down, and now we are on our third string quarterback still in the playoffs, right? And so I've seen adversity help teams win, and that's what you're going to see with the Washington football team this year. Everybody looks at Dallas, and they're stacked. Everybody looks at Tampa, and they're stacked. Everybody looks at all these teams at New Orleans, and they're stacked. But no one's talking about the adversity, the team atmosphere, and the mindset, the power that happens when you rally behind your team, your coach, and players who've been through some tough times.
By the way, no OTAs, no preseason, Sam. How rough is it going to be for rookies?
Well, it's not going to be too rough for rookies. I came in, my first year in NFL, we came into a lockout. So there was no OTAs, right? We literally walked in to training camp. And so during that year, I actually benefited from that because as a rookie, I got more playing time. The vets were easing back in, they had their off days. I think we're going to see a lot of rookies who are going to get better quicker. I look at just some of the young receivers who've been playing at a super, super high level with no preseason games. I think they're going to really excel. I think that rookies actually benefit from no OTAs, even from no preseason games, because they get a chance to show what they can do in practice. So
I said, I got about a minute and a half left. I said, Baltimore looks like a team that could go 16-0, but that's kind of a college thing. What was the best team you were ever on? Did guys ever talk about going undefeated in the preseason before the season started?
Yeah, well, I mean, in college, the best team I was on was obviously the national championship team with Earl Thomas. We went to the national championship. We played Alabama, and they had Mark Ingram and Derrick Henry, and our quarterback got hurt. We lost that game. But in the NFL, the best team I was on was that Arizona Cardinals team with Bruce Arians as the coach. When BA came and coached that team, we went from average to good. And even as he continued to coach, that team went from good to great. And so this issue we're talking about is more about who are the coaches that combine those players, help those players become great. BA, Todd Bowles are two coaches in Tampa Bay that will help that team become great. And I think that the question we need to ask is not about the Baltimore Ravens, right? Because obviously Kansas City still has a guy named Patrick Mahomes who has 450 million reasons to be back in the Super Bowl. So I think we need to really talk about what happens when you get a coach like Bruce Arians, Todd Bowles, or even a coach like Ron Rivera, who's going to help make his team great.
Yeah. Sam Acho, reelected NFLPA. His brother, of course, Emmanuel Acho, is on Speak for Yourself. Good luck. Are you still looking to get on a team?
Yeah, still training, staying in great shape. I've obviously got a book coming out as well called Let the World See You. You can find that at samachobook.com. It's about what it means to be seen, known, and the adversity that you go through, not only in an NFL season, but also outside of a locker room. And so writing, speaking, and also training for another NFL season.
Great meeting you. Great talking to you. And good luck to you, Sam.
Thanks so much, Colin.
You bet. Lowe's do-it-yourself projects. Just finished mine, a bar cart. Do it yourself. Go to Lowe's.com.